In a draft of their final communique, ministers from the group of 8 industrialized nations urged the international community to take appropriate and strong steps against Tehran while remaining open to the prospect of dialogue. Canadian Prime Minister Stephen Harper called Iran a serious threat to global security. He called for a heightened focus on Iran, including additional United Nations sanctions if necessary.
Tehran must halt its nuclear enrichment activities and engage in peaceful dialogue. There is much at stake. If nuclear proliferation leads to the use of nuclear weapons, whether by states or non-state actors, then no matter where the bombs are set off, the catastrophe will be felt around the world.
Western nations believe Iran is trying to build a nuclear weapon, but Tehran insists its program is for peaceful purposes. The 5 permanent members of the United Nations Security Council, the United States, France, Britain, Russia, and China, plus Germany, have been negotiating with Iran over its nuclear program. Western allies within that group have called for an additional round of sanctions against Tehran. China supports more dialogue instead of sanctions. U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton was asked Tuesday whether she was confident Beijing could be swayed to support new sanctions against Iran.
We see growing awareness on the part of many countries, including China, as to the consequences of a nuclear-armed Iran to regional and global stability, to our oil supply, and we think that there will be a consensus reached as to the best way forward.
North Korea's nuclear program has also been a source of concern to the G8 nations. Prime Minister Harper urged Pyongyang to return without preconditions to 6-party talks on dismantling its nuclear weapons program. Robert Raffaele, VOA News.